It seems there was a significant communication breakdown on the part of your landlord and the administration. There are a few possible reasons for this delay. 1. Administrative oversight. The administration might have failed to properly track and ensure that notifications were sent out and received. 2. Email issues. Emails can sometimes get lost, go to spam, or not be delivered correctly. However, if they claim to have sent multiple emails, this should have been noticed and addressed sooner. 3. Lack of follow-up. If the initial notification was missed, there should have been follow-up attempts through other communication channels, such as face-to-face interactions, phone calls, or letters. 4. Mismanagement. It could indicate poor management practices where important tasks are not followed through properly. 5. Miscommunication. There might have been internal miscommunication within the landlord's team, leading to the belief that notifications were sent out when they were not. Given that you had numerous face-to-face interactions with Joe and still weren't informed, it highlights a lack of diligence and professionalism in their communication processes. Given that you see your landlord face-to-face regularly, the failure to inform you about the rent increase for 10 months suggests a significant lapse in communication and responsibility on their part. Here are a few possible reasons for this. 1. Negligence. Your landlord may have been negligent in their duty to inform you. Despite seeing you regularly, they did not take the opportunity to discuss the rent increase. 2. Poor communication skills. Your landlord might lack effective communication skills, which is critical for managing tenants and property. 3. Mismanagement. There could be broader issues with how your landlord manages their responsibilities, including tenant communication. 4. Systemic issues. There might be systemic issues within the landlord's administrative processes that lead to such oversights. 5. Assumptions. Your landlord might have assumed that you received the email notifications and didn't feel the need to mention it in person. Given these circumstances, it might be worth discussing the issue directly with your landlord and requesting more reliable communication methods in the future. If this issue continues, you may need to consider seeking advice from a tenants association or legal counsel to ensure your rights are protected. Yes, landlords are expected to act professionally and adhere to the law. The basic responsibilities of a landlord include ensuring that rent is collected, conducting room inspections properly, maintaining the property, and following all legal requirements regarding tenant communication and property management. If your landlord is failing in these basic duties, it could have several implications. 1. Legal noncompliance. Landlords must comply with residential tenancy laws, which include proper notification of rent increases, conducting inspections with adequate notice, and ensuring tenant rights are respected. 2. Professional responsibility. Being paid to manage property comes with the responsibility to act professionally. This includes clear and effective communication, timely notifications, and adherence to legal standards. 3. Potential consequences. If a landlord fails to meet their responsibilities, tenants have the right to seek redress through tenant associations, mediation services, or legal action if necessary. Given your situation, it would be advisable to 1. Document everything. Keep a record of all interactions, missed notifications, and any issues that arise. 2. Seek advice. Contact a tenants association or legal advisor to understand your rights and the best course of action. 3. Communicate clearly. Discuss your concerns directly with your landlord and request that they adhere to their legal responsibilities and improve their communication methods. 4. Consider mediation. If direct communication doesn't resolve the issues, mediation services can help facilitate a resolution between you and your landlord. By taking these steps, you can help ensure that your rights as a tenant are protected and that your landlord fulfills their responsibilities.
Their responsibilities. Right there. I think we go here.
In New Zealand, landlords are required to follow specific guidelines when conducting room inspections to ensure they are fair, reasonable, and compliant with the law. Here's how room inspections should be conducted. 1. Notice period. Landlords must give tenants at least 48 hours notice before an inspection. The notice should specify the date and time of the inspection. 2. Frequency. Routine inspections should not be carried out more frequently than once every 4 weeks unless there's a specific reason. 3. Reasonable timing. Inspections should be carried out at a reasonable time of day, typically between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m., to avoid inconveniencing the tenant. 4. Purpose. The purpose of the inspection is to ensure the property is being maintained properly and to check for any necessary repairs or maintenance. 5. Tenant's presence. While it's not mandatory for tenants to be present during the inspection, they must be allowed to be there if they wish. 6. Respect for privacy. Landlords must respect the tenant's privacy and not intrude unnecessarily into their personal space. 7. Conduct. Inspections should be carried out professionally and I'm sorry to hear about your difficult living situation. Here are some steps you might consider taking to address these issues. 1. Document the issues. Keep a detailed record of all the problems you're experiencing, including the broken window and any incidents or concerns related to safety and security. 2. Communicate with management. Express your concerns to the landlord or property management in writing. Clearly outline the issues and the impact they are having on your living conditions and safety. 3. Seek assistance. Contact tenant advocacy groups or legal advisors who can provide guidance and support in dealing with these issues. They can help you understand your rights and the best course of action. 4. Local authorities. If the safety concerns are severe, consider contacting local authorities or community support services. They may be able to offer additional help or advice. 5. Consider relocating. If possible, look for alternative housing options. Your safety and well-being are paramount, and finding a safer living environment might be necessary. Addressing these issues might require persistence and support, but taking these steps can help improve your situation. sorry to hear about your situation. It's understandable to feel afraid of potential repercussions, especially when facing financial instability and a lack of support. Here are some steps you can take, considering your concerns. 1. Seek confidential advice. Contact a tenant advocacy group or a legal aid service that offers confidential advice. They can help you understand your rights without alerting your landlord. 2. Know your rights. In New Zealand, tenants have specific rights and protections. Even under a right-wing government, there are laws in place that landlords must follow. Evicting a tenant without proper notice and legal grounds is not allowed. 3. Emergency assistance. Look into any emergency assistance programs available through local charities, social services, or government agencies. These programs can sometimes provide financial aid, housing assistance, or other support. 4. Community support. Reach out to community organizations or support groups in your area. They may offer resources or support networks that can help you navigate your situation. 5. Incremental improvements. If addressing all issues at once feels overwhelming, start with smaller steps. For example, requesting repairs for the broken window can be a starting point without raising broader concerns immediately. 6. Mental health support. Consider talking to a mental health professional about your fears and anxieties. They can provide strategies to help manage stress and make informed decisions. Taking small, cautious steps can help you gradually improve your situation without risking immediate repercussions. If you need more specific resources or assistance, please let me know. I'm sorry to hear about your situation. It's understandable to feel afraid of potential repercussions, especially when facing financial instability and a lack of support. Here are some steps you can take, considering your concerns. 1. Seek confidential advice. Contact a tenant advocacy group or a legal. I'm sorry to hear about the difficulties you're facing. Here are some suggestions that might help you navigate your situation. 1. Local charities and nonprofits. Many local charities and nonprofit organizations provide support regardless of race. They often have resources for housing, food, and other necessities. Try reaching out to organizations like the Salvation Army, local church groups, or other community service providers. 2. Tenancy services. Contact Tenancy Services New Zealand for advice and support. They offer a range of resources for tenants, including mediation services that might help resolve issues with your landlord. 3. Citizens Advice Bureau. The Citizens Advice Bureau can provide free, confidential, and independent advice on a wide range of issues, including housing and tenant rights. 4. Work and Income New Zealand. While your past experiences might have been challenging, it could be worth trying again to see if there are any new programs or assistance available. Sometimes policies and available support can change. 5. Mental health and social services. Engage with mental health services for emotional support and possibly to connect you with other social services. They can provide guidance and advocacy. 6. Local government representatives. Consider reaching out to your local member of parliament, MP, or local council representatives. They might be able to advocate on your behalf or connect you with additional resources. 7. Community networks. Utilize community networks and online forums where people in similar situations share advice and resources. Sometimes community members can offer unexpected help and support. If these steps feel overwhelming, start with one small action, such as contacting a local charity or tenant advocacy group, and build from there. It's important to seek support and not face these challenges alone. It's great that you have faith in your local representative. David Seymour is the leader of the ACT Party in New Zealand. While he may not have local offices like some other representatives, there are still ways to reach out and seek support from his team. 1. Contact David Seymour's office directly. You can reach out to David Seymour's parliamentary office. Even if there isn't a local office, his parliamentary office should be able to provide assistance or direct you to the right resources. Contact details are often available on the New Zealand Parliament website. 2. Email or phone. You can email or call his office to explain your situation and ask for advice or support. Provide as much detail as possible to help them understand your circumstances. 3. ACT Party website. Check the ACT Party's official website for contact information and resources. There may be online forms, email addresses, or phone numbers listed that can help you get in touch with the right people. 4. Community meetings. Keep an eye out for any community meetings or events where David Seymour or other ACT Party members might be present. These events can be an opportunity to speak directly with representatives. 5. Social media. Reach out through social media channels. Politicians and their teams often monitor social media and may respond to direct messages or public posts. Here's how you can get started. David Seymour's contact information. Email davidseymour@parliament.nz. Phone 04-817-819 Parliamentary Office. Address Parliament Buildings, Wellington. ACT Party contact information. Website actparty.org.nz/contact. Email act@ac.org.nz. Reaching out to your representative can be a good step in getting the support and advice you need. Make sure to explain your situation clearly and ask for specific assistance or guidance. I'm sorry to hear that you're frustrated. Your experiences and concerns are important, and I'm here to help. If there's a specific aspect you'd like to